Hey, good morning. We're back on the road again, having had a full day off in Quito to explore the city. And now we're back on the road again with a 290-mile day as we head further south towards Cuenca. So it's early morning start. It's just gone 7:30. The temperature's 16 degrees, so it's a little bit chilly, but it's a beautiful sunny day. And we're now on the outskirts of Quito, heading towards the mountains. More soon. Okay, welcome back to Ecuador. Just stopped for a coffee and now we're back on the road again. And we're riding up in the mountains, heading towards Riobamba. As you can see, the scenery is completely different to what we've had so far. It's almost a bit like parts of the UK. It's green, rolling hills. We've just stopped at the restaurant for a coffee, and I remember it very clearly from 2009. It was where I had my first experience of koi, the local Ecuadorian delicacy that is guinea pig. I remember it being quite disgusting. But the restaurant doesn't have them anymore. They weren't there on the spit like they were last time. So we just made do with a coffee. Which is a bit early to be eating anyway. It's only 10:15. We've been on the road for just over 2 hours 20 minutes. And we've still got a long way to go today. 180 miles still to do. But it's a nice day for riding. A little bit chilly, the temperature's down at 15 degrees. So it is quite cool. But once again, the riding's good. Coaches don't care about overtaking in the path of oncoming motorcyclists. That's one of the other things that's interesting about Ecuador is the other cars. I don't know whether you caught a glimpse of that car that just went past. It has ridiculously wide wheels. That seems to be a common thing out here. They pimp their rides quite excessively with these hugely great wide wheels. Big spoilers and the like on basically small family hatchbacks. Oh, we've got some bikes parked up here. This guy's taking photographs. Okay. Welcome back again to Ecuador. We're just south of Riobamba now. We're still up in the mountains. But I thought you might like to see some of the landscape and the agriculture that's going on here. It does seem very well cultivated. So just ride along with me for a little while. If you can imagine Guns N' Roses' Paradise City playing in your ears, that's what I've got at the moment. Once again, music on shuffle, playing random tunes as I roll through spectacular scenery. Every part of the land here is being cultivated for something. And then there's all these little houses, all built out of stone breeze blocks by the looks of things. Some in quite precarious positions, and often painted with these gaudy advertisements, so as it makes a change in the graffiti we see in the cities. But all these are people's homes. Very simple constructions. Very similar to the school that I helped build in Honduras. That was similar sort of construction, just breeze blocks or basic foundations. Okay, gives you a flavour for what the countryside's like. There's even straw huts in places still, used for storage mostly, with people living in the more secure, warmer concrete buildings. That's how you get to work in these places, in the back of a pickup truck. The other thing we've noticed since we came to Ecuador is that a lot of the locals are wearing hats, particularly the women. In Ecuador, they're I think we might have even called them pork pie hats back in the day. The little sort of trilby hats. Unfortunately, there isn't anybody about at the moment for me to show you that, but the people themselves have changed since we were in Colombia. Now that we're a little bit further south, they're smaller in stature, they're not as tall. There you go. Take a look on the left there. There's a gentleman with his trilby on. Okay, welcome back to Peru. We're still in the mountains. As you can probably tell by my slight breathlessness, we're at altitude. And unfortunately the road surface has just deteriorated a little bit, because the riding so far today has just been sublime. I mean, up here in these incredible mountains, look at that front view. I mean, just look at it, it is just fantastic. And the road snakes around the mountainside, as so many have on this trip so far. Aaron's having a bit of a boogie on. There's one of those great cars, look at the wheels on that. You see what I mean about the road surface deteriorating. I'm having to ride around all the potholes. And now we're going to come into a little village, Zhud, Z-H-U-D. Give you a little bit of flavour of Ecuadorian life. Look at this traditional clothing, this woman there on the left with the hat. Great classic of the Ecuadorian car variety. There's a chicken's rotisserie there. I've got to keep an eye out for guinea pig, but I can't see any at the moment. As is typical, the traffic lights are staying on or red for just a little bit too long. You can see the woman on the left cooking there with her hat on. And there's the mix of Western and traditional clothing. In case you're wondering what mirror's holding there, that's a 360-degree camera on a stick. There's a classic opportunity for overtaking up the inside rather than around the outside. Use the outside. But the scenery is just stunning. It's just the way the clouds are rolling up from the bottom of the valley to my right. See that? Okay, welcome back to Ecuador, and here we are in Cuenca. Just arrived in town, we're not far from the hotel now. You can see some beautiful architecture. You also see a weird little Toyota thing with massive wide wheels. Pause the indicators. Ignore what the GPS is doing. I programmed it to take me to the parking, but we need to go to the hotel front first. So that's what the routes do. So even though there's probably a better way to the parking, I'm following the official route. And in front we have, well, up ahead is Ted, and we've got Dickie and Steve. You can see these beautiful colonial buildings. Oh, there's that statue in the top of that one. Still at 2,000 metres, so it is a little bit altitude. Not held by whatever that is that's burning over there. Looks like an incense pot.